Hello everyone, I'm Tofu, and today, as mentioned previously, we'll be going on the very last villager hunt on the island of Tanglewood. Obviously we're going to be replacing our boy Lucky here, in the hopes that we can find Rudy once and for all. I've got 102 tickets on me, because that's literally how many tickets I had on the entirety of the island. So, let's do this. So, welcome to ticket 1 of 102. Whether we'll make it all that way, who knows. But our first villager we find today is Pansetti. Pretty sure that's her name, but I'm just going to go double check. And it is indeed Pansetti. So I've already mentioned that Rudy is our main goal. He is the one we're searching for. He's the one I've always been searching for. He's never really come up. So hopefully we can get him this time. So to anyone new to any of my videos, I've been searching for Rudy for the entirety of basically my channel, to be honest, looking for him on my jungle island of Tanglewood, and we still haven't found him. This is literally the last hunt I'm doing before I reset the island. I'm really happy with it, everything has been completed, and I left it to a poll as to whether I should then try and move out Lucky, or leave him on the island and reset just as the island is. And the winning vote was hunt for Rudy, so that's what I'm doing. It was a very minimal margin of victory. I think 56% to 44. That's how math works. But it was a win for the hunt nonetheless. So that's what I'm doing. And I didn't acknowledge it, but that was Phil, and he's a very good-looking ostrich. And I've mentioned it in plenty of my previous videos, but I'm going to be resetting this island regardless of how this hunt goes, to be honest. And I will be working my way towards a all-sheep island. This is Ozzy. He's an alright looking koala. But it'll probably be just a natural, almost cottagecore like island when I do get round to making it. Just so that I'm not completely pressuring myself, because I am in the middle of doing a crime core island as well. With my crime core island, it's mostly urban with a lot of rundown areas, lots of fake buildings, and I want the basically nature to be reclaiming part of the island. It's very much out of my comfort zone with the fake buildings and things like that, which is why if I do another island, just a matter of when, not if, but I'm going in my safety zone of natural and just cottagecore. I wouldn't want to have two islands that then really push me to the creative limits and make me unmotivated to play. This is Frank, cool looking eagle, but not obviously our boy, so we will move on. Another bamboo island. But as far as the new island that I'll be making, I was thinking all sheep island, just because I really like the sheep villagers. They just all look good, with exceptions of Kashmir because she looks ill, but you know, she's going to be somebody's cup of tea. But yeah, they all look good, and I just don't really have sheep that often. I've got Wendy on my jungle island of Tanglewood, which is this island, and I've had Stella before, but that's really been it. So yeah, I would like to give the sheep a chance. I was thinking of possibly doing no terraforming as well, so if I've got the comfort zone of natural cottagecore, at least I'll be able to challenge myself a little bit without actually changing the cliffs and the waterways and things like that. This is Sally, a cute squirrel, but obviously not who we're after, so away we go. I've never tried doing anything like no terraforming before. I've always just busted out the cliff tool and started hacking away at the islands. So I thought it would be an interesting challenge for myself. Oh, there's Eloise. Cute elephant girl, but we must run away as per usual. But yeah, I was wondering if that would be something that people would be interested in, just seeing me struggle with the island layout, to be honest. Another thing I'm tempted by is to restart the island until I find a sheep, because that's something I've never done before. Honestly, I'm not really a notorious restarter when it comes to this game. This is literally my third island, and my crime core island, which I'm currently working on, is my fourth. So I've had 4 islands in 4 years. This is Goose, by the way. He's alright looking. I tend to get his name wrong in one way or another, and embarrass myself, but I've actually managed to do it alright this time. It helps with the fact that his name was on the screen. I'm not even sure which sheep you could get as starters. I'm pretty sure Dom is the only jock. You can get Muffy, and then I'm pretty sure there's one other, but I cannot think who it is. This is Olaf. I remember who he is. Not really into Olaf, but I like the unique design, I suppose. Meant to be like a matador. Definitely not for me, but, you know, I can see he'd be someone's favourite. I just had to double check on my phone, just because it was bugging me. The other character is Frita. So, the possibility of sheep starters is, like I said, Dom, as far as the jock, and then the Uchi is Frita and Muffy. This is Rocket the gorilla, the superhero gorilla. Superhero characters are kind of hit and miss. I really like Kit Kat. Agent S is alright. Big Top is okay, but I would kind of rate Big Top third, and then Rocket is just last out of them all. But what does everyone think as far as no terraforming, and then me restarting until I basically get a sheep starter? I guess let me know in the comments, just say yes, no terraforming, yes, no restart, and yeah, I'll see what everyone's opinion is. This is Sylvia, I believe. It is. Hello. I was never really keen on the kangaroos until I had Jailtown, which is my crime island, for anyone that doesn't know, and I've got Matilda on there, and yeah, I've got it, so it's island canon that she's training her Joey to be the next crime lord. She's going to overthrow Marlowe, who is the Mafia Don, and yeah, she's going to run it all, or the Joey's going to run it all. Yeah, there's just something about the kangaroos, the fact that the Joey kind of mimics the mum. It just gives that weird impression like there's some kind of almost puppetry going on. Like, is the kid a puppet? Is the kid actually the one in like control? Who knows? But that's a really weird thought, and so I'm going to yeah, stop that pretty quickly. Here's Sherb. What a cute boy. He is adorable, and I love him. Not quite as much as my wife Mumsy loves him, but still, he's pretty high in my opinion. And before I get distracted, or it just slips out of my mind because of the various villagers and things like that, I wanted to say thank you very much to everyone that has subscribed recently and just nudged me over that 500 sub mark. Really appreciate every single one of you, whether you're literally the 500th sub or the very first one. You're all fantastic, and I love you all. This is Rasha. I don't quite love him, but he's alright. He's a tough looking guy. Of course, if you're new to this channel and you kind of like what you're seeing, maybe you could just give a little subscribe and nudge me a little bit closer to that 600 mark, huh? Wink wink. Anyway, moving on, and we have Blanche. She is a cutie. A previous resident on this jungle island of mine. Probably my favourite designed ostrich, and I really like her Japanese theming, so she will automatically go high into my opinion. Just because of that, to be honest, I love everything Japan, and yeah, she's just a good looking character as well. Okay, and who will we find this time? It's Stitches! Everybody's favourite little plush boy. Not my favourite plush boy, but certainly the favourites of many people. I just can't shake that whole stitch together from various other living things, and it's kind of creepy and weird. Another question I'm asking myself is, do I just go the 102 tickets, like if it gets that far, am I going the full 102? Or would I actually settle with someone? This is Norma. She's a cool looking cow. Not someone I would settle with, but she's a pretty face to see. Yeah, my thought process behind that question anyway is, am I solely just looking for Rudy and that's it? Or should I possibly settle for a character that I've wanted for a little while and end on a somewhat high note? There's just so many questions I'm asking already. But yeah, it's something for me to think about. Who do we have? It's Wart Jr., I believe. I'm just going to say hello. It is indeed Wart Jr. Sesame seed bun looking boy. Obviously I'm well aware they're meant to be warts, but I can't picture anything other than a sesame seed bun. Just, yeah. Maybe I'm just hungry, who knows. And I know I mentioned this in a, well, the very last video I did, but for anyone that voted for Lucky to stay on the island, or left a comment saying that he's deserved to be there, I have immortalised him on the island of Tanglewood, so by updating my dream address, so he will forever be part of that. This is Dom. I would be very happy to find him on the next island that I create, but not right now. He's a cool dude though. Definitely be happy to find him as one of my starters. And if we did happen to find Rudy on this villager hunt, like I said, the very last one we're doing, there's no reason to not search for him again. This is Nan, very cute looking goat. Yeah, I kind of consider Rudy almost my personal mascot in this game now, just because of the amount of torment he's put me through with all the hunts I've had to go through to try and find him. The amount of tickets I've used up trying to look for him is probably absurd. Even the very unlikely chance that I do manage to find him on this hunt, I feel like it would wrap up Tanglewood in just a really nice way, you know. It would be the best ending I could possibly give the island. Speaking of cute cats though, here is Raymond. I've had Raymond before on one of my previous islands, and yeah, he's just a good looking boy. Like, I'm glad I managed to get him. I wasn't part of the massive fervor when he first got introduced, like people going crazy. And just to throw another question at you guys, who's your favourite sheep? Just because I've only really had two, like I mentioned previously. I've had Wendy on this jungle island, and I've had Stella before. And I really do like Stella. She is just such a good girl. This is Bianca. She's also a good girl. I would have been happy to take her at the kind of early days of this island, but I had Bangle, and then I've just filled the roster with just characters that I really enjoy. So yeah, we won't be taking Bianca. I really like Willow as well, as far as the sheep are concerned. Just, I always associate her with being pet because she's so bright and vibrant. But then you talk to her and she is a snooty, and I love the snooty girls. They're just my favourite personality. Hey Deli, how you doing? Does anyone get kind of grandparent vibes from Deli? Just me? Probably just me. And who will we find this time? I think it was Bones. I'm going to double check. It certainly looks like it. Just hop over the river if I can. There we go. Hello, Bones. Oh, you're adorable boy, you. Oh, what a good boy. I just want to scritch him behind his ear. Someone good, someone good. Who are we going to find? I'm pretty sure it's a tiger. I didn't quite see who it was. Ah, the name escapes me. Rowan. Of course it is. I feel bad for Rowan. He's probably the tiger I forget the name of the most. I'm sorry, Rowan. You deserve better from me. I do wonder how many tickets I've used up trying to hunt for Rudy. It must easily be in the thousands. Well, definitely a thousand. This is Bangle, another previous resident of Tanglewood, my jungle island. I was really happy to get her in the early days. I'd never had a tiger before that, and yeah, she was a nice addition. Quite refreshing to have a species that you've never had before. And who's hiding amongst the bamboo? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. They're probably on the beach. Oh, it's Teddy. Hey, Teddy. Big, beautiful boy. Never had him before, but yeah, would certainly be happy to have him in the future. You know, it's just dawned on me that I mentioned the possibility of settling for some characters and never actually mentioned who I would settle with. This girl, is it Phoebe? It's definitely not Rio, is it? It's Phoebe. It is Phoebe. Yeah, Phoebe's okay, but I wouldn't settle with her. To be honest, I think my top settles would be Pappy, Rod, the Jock Mouse, Hornsby. As far as the girl characters, I'm not really sure. Meringue would be kind of cool. Don't know if she would particularly suit a jungle, but I've never had Meringue, and yeah, she just looks amazing, and is definitely the best in the rhino species. I guess I would avoid a normal girl if I could help it, just because I've got Coco, I've got Goldie, and yeah, it's really easy for me to overload myself with normal girls. I don't know why I spoke to Norma. I already know who it was. I've already seen her before. She is in fact our first dupe. Nice face to see, but yeah, like I said, I don't know why I spoke to her, as if I didn't know who it was. Alright, moving on. Hopefully we can avoid the dupes, because we've got limited tickets. You know what, thinking about it, I think my top female character settle would be Opal. I don't tend to have elephants, and yeah, I would love Ellie, but she's normal. And Marjorie would be cool, but she's normal. Opal is a snooty girl, and like I said, I generally don't have elephants. This is Eunice, another character I would love on obviously, my sheep island. But not for today. But I will find you again one day. Mark my words. So who do we find this time? It's a wolf. I didn't quite see. It's Lobo. Hello, sir. He's a good looking wolf. I mean, to be fair, kind of all the wolves are really good looking. They're just probably the best species, honestly. I love the cats, but there are a few cats that I think are better than others, whereas I really do like all the wolves. I think this might be ticket number 30, but to be honest, if you're regular to my channel, you'll know that I lose count very quickly. This is Rocco, big beautiful boy. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I'm getting a lot of bamboo islands today. Not really a surprise considering how common they are, but still. Who do we have? We have Egbert. Hello. Not really keen on Egbert. I don't really like the characters that look perpetually worried. Just makes me feel really bad for them. I definitely have a new affinity for characters that look constantly mean though. That'd be due to my crime island. I love the mean boys. And girls. And hello, who do we have? We have Henry. He was my very first smug villager ever in New Horizons. I wasn't particularly happy at the time when he showed up at my campsite. But honestly, he's alright. Having seen some of the campsite villagers you can get, being smug boys, he's definitely in the higher tier, honestly. And will this island bring a pleasant face? It will indeed. There's a wolf. Gonna say hello to Fang. Hello, beautiful boy. Ah, such a delight to literally meet any of the wolves. Like I mentioned, they're all just really well designed. And what would you guys say is the best species in the game? Just because I like hearing everyone's opinion. Here is Hugh. I like Hugh, he's a cool boy. I've mentioned previously on a video of mine, but he was the first ever boy with heterochromia. Certainly wasn't Raymond. But he never got the attention that Raymond did. And that's a shame, because he's a cool looking pig. Sister Fruit Island, we've seen a few of these already. So who is hiding amongst the peaches? It's Bonbon. Good girl, peppy girl. I like the rabbits as well. Like, the majority of the rabbits are just really well designed. And Bonbon is no exception to that. Yeah. You live your dreams, you become a diva. Whatever you want to do. Someone good, someone good. It's Zucker. Gonna say hello. This boy always makes me hungry. Obviously he's designed on takoyaki, and takoyaki is delicious. Never had him before, and I don't think I could, just because, like I said, he would make me hungry all the time, and that's just not good for recording. And this time we have a different octopus. It's Cephalobot. Hello. I'm not particularly keen on the robots, but they're okay. But going into the next 10, maybe 15 tickets, I think I'm going to do a quick fire round. So I'm literally just going to talk to the people, say hello, say their name, and then move on to the next island. And first villager of our quick round is Ruby, and she is adorable. Next up we have Leopold. He's alright. And we have Cherry. Ah, I love Cherry. Hey, gorgeous. Oh, and to ruin our streak of good villagers, we have Violet here. She's alright. She's harmless. And it looks like we have Rooney. We do indeed. Hello, Rooney. And Anticipation Mountain we find... 3, 2, 1... Naomi. Gross. We've done really well to avoid her this long. Shame we had to see her. Next up we have Cyrano. Cool looking anteater. Oh, we have everybody's favourite Egyptian cat girl, Anka. Another fantastic character is Vivian. Oh, all the cuties are coming out today. We also have Kurt joining the party. Hello, Kurt. Big strong bear, who's hurt his head apparently. Next up we have Prince. He's alright looking, but it's kind of weird with the whole beard thing. But he's harmless. He's fine. Next up in the bamboo we have Rocket, another gorilla. We have Violet again. Hello, dear. And we have Norma again. Another dupe? No, thank you. And last but not least, we have Olaf again. So that concludes our quickfire round. So we got some absolute wonderful villagers in the mix of that. So Vivian, Cherry, Anka, Ruby. We got some okay characters like Cyrano. And then, unfortunately, we had Naomi. I really don't like Naomi. This is Kirstu. I have no idea how to pronounce that properly. And I've probably butchered it horribly wrong. But there you go. He's a cool frog. Definitely someone I would consider in the future. I probably would have considered him early on in Tanglewood. He's just a cool looking frog. I don't tend to favour the frogs when it comes to villagers. I think I've had Henry and I've had Gigi on New Leaf before, but I think that's it. Oh, silly me, I forgot about my boy Raddle on Jailtown. Oh, I love that boy. Our suspicious doctor. But anyway, we move on. Who are we going to find? We're going to find Sylvia. Pretty sure I've already seen Sylvia in this hunt, so I'm not going to go talk to her. That's a shame. The dupes are starting to come out now. So did everyone have a good Easter? Easter just happened to fall at the end of March, obviously. I'm sure you people know that. But it was a very busy time for us, even though we're not really religious. Just because in my immediate family we have three family members that have birthdays within 5 days of each other. So on the weekend we ended up going over to my parents' house and we had a essentially pizza party to celebrate the 3 birthdays. And yeah, it was pretty hectic because my immediate family is quite large. Anyway, this is Miranda, very nice looking duck. Someone I've never really considered, but definitely would in the future. She's just really pleasant to look at. I actually didn't pay attention to her dialogue either, but I'm pretty sure she's snooty, and yeah, she would definitely go high in my books because of that as well. As I've already mentioned, I love the snooty villagers. They're my favourite personality. Just curious, but if you are religious, how do you celebrate Easter? Because I assume you'd go to church and then there'd be some kind of Easter mass, but other than that, I don't really know. Like I said, I'm not religious, so you have to forgive my ignorance when it comes to that. But this is Huck. He's okay looking. I'm not really keen on that single wart on his nose, his face. But yeah, he's all right. It's kind of like Wart Jr., where, to be honest, they're fine, they're harmless. But just someone I wouldn't consider, really. Obviously, as far as the game is concerned, we have missed the Bunny Day event, or I've missed the Bunny Day event, which is just fantastic, because I really don't like Zipper. Here's someone I don't mind, it's Camera Frog. All the frogs seem to be coming out right now. He's cool, dude. I'm sure he'd be the absolute king when it comes to the hide-and-seek mini-game that the villagers do every now and again. But yeah, we are getting closer to the Sakura season, which is always really pretty in the game. It'd be nice to see the my jungle setting in Cherry Blossom mode. It's a shame there's not a April Fool's Day event in New Horizons. Like, I can understand why they wouldn't want to include Blanca if she kind of scared some of the kids. But they could have done something like a New Leaf where she used her camouflage, I guess, to then dress up as a villager and you had to guess which one was the real one. This is Sprinkle, by the way, and she is adorable. Such a cute penguin. But yeah, I really would have liked to see Blanca. I'm pretty sure Blanca's a she. I'm not really sure. I might be wrong, but I think in the West she's referred to as a she. Like, in her dialogue, it's her. Whereas in Japan, maybe Korea and China as well, I'm not sure. Blanca's a he. I'm going to have to look that up. Anyway, here's Colton, the cool cavalier smug horse. But we won't be taking him. Obviously, we've got bigger fish to fry. Hopefully we'll find Rudy, but if it's anything like my previous villager hunts, we probably won't. And this time we're going to find someone good. Reveal yourself. It's Carrie. Pretty sure I'm going to have to double check because I always confuse Carrie and Kit. It is indeed Carrie. But Obviously someone we're not taking, so goodbye, Carrie. We've had quite a few bamboo islands, so who is hiding amongst the bamboo? I can't see him. It's Rocket again. No, 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 thank you. She's determined, but no. Okay, someone better than Rocket. Who are we going to find? Hans. Well, I'm not really sure. Is Hans better than Rocket? I feel that Hans is definitely more unique. Obviously, being some kind of Yeti, abominable snowman-like figure. I'm not really sure. What do you guys think? And who do we have on ticket? I think 60, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I tend to get my numbers confused with tickets. It's Zoe. She's okay. She has a weird jumpsuit which has like buttons on her neck and hip, and I don't like that. I don't know why they included it into the design. Like, she would have been absolutely fine without those little bumpies. And this time we have Kevin. Pretty sure Kevin. I'm gonna have to double check. Are you Kevin? You are indeed. Obviously named after Kevin Bacon, being a pig. Puns. We love puns. So I must admit, I'm pretty resigned to not finding Rudy. There's Olaf. No, thank you. Was that the third time I've seen him? Yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty resigned to not finding Rudy. Obviously, if I do find him, absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to lose my mind. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm probably just going to continue the hunt on a different island at some point in the future. This lion, I always forget this lion's name. Are you Rex? Yes. Have I already seen Rex on this hunt? Who knows? It feels like if I did, it was an absolute age ago. He's pretty cool looking lion though. Again, he's one of those characters that, because they've left it mostly plain, he looks good. They don't overcomplicate his design, and yeah, he's just a cool looking dude. Lionel is the only lion I've ever had on, to be honest, Animal Crossing in general. I don't think I ever had a lion on New Leaf. I'm pretty sure this is Nan, by the way. I've definitely seen her earlier in the hunt. Very cute face. But yeah, never dupe. But as I was saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've only ever had Lionel, and that's because I had a lion in a species roulette villager hunt. And to be honest, I really didn't want Lionel. He was my my least wanted lion. I don't like that boy. He's fine, but yeah, I don't like him. Okay, someone good, someone good. No whammies, no whammies. It's Cephalobot. Hello. Again, have I already seen him before on this hunt? I don't know. I think I have, just because I seem to remember that, like, Saved by the Bell-esque jumper, but I could be wrong. Like I said, it feels like an absolute age since I've seen some of these villagers, so yeah. I know I've already mentioned characters that I would settle for, but someone I would take in an absolute heartbeat if it got to the last 5 tickets would be Whitney. That girl was absolutely beautiful, and yeah, I've always wanted her and just never had the chance to take her. This is Simon. I tend to get him confused with Flip a lot. He's fine. I always imagine that those, the red is just like an eye mask, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, Anticipation Mountain. Who do we think we'll find? 3, 2, 1. Big reveal, go! It's Mael! Hello. Pretty sure she's one of the least popular ducks. I do kind of associate the haircut a bit with a Karen. Very Karen-esque haircut, but she's fine. If she had a Karen-like personality, I would understand why people didn't like her, but yeah, as far as design, she's alright. Can you imagine if they brought Karen in as a villager personality? Constantly berating you, and like, if you're just running around, you've got a fish or something in your inventory, they would come up to you and be like, you're not allowed fish, that's against the law, kind of thing. That would just be really, really irritating. But I'm sure there'd be some people that would absolutely love it, and fulfill their need for villagers to be mean at them. But this is Muffy, and she is our goth queen. She's everybody's goth queen. Definitely love to have her on my All Sheep Island that I'm going to create. She'd be a great starter for the for the island. Obviously only one of 3 starters that we could possibly get as far as sheep are concerned. And this time we have someone good, someone good. Where are they? Ah, it's Genji. I mean, I'd consider that someone good. Yeah, Genji's cool. Japanese nobleman-like character. Love to see it. So, just had a quick break, and we are now into our final third of our tickets. So, ticket number 72, I think, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, we climb up our ladder, see who we're going to find. 3, 2, 1, and it's Shari. I don't mind Shari. She was one of the very first starters I ever had in this game. I know some people have beef with her. They don't like her design, but she's alright. I haven't seen her that often, to be honest, when villager hunting. But yeah, she's nice to see. So I know I wouldn't be the very first channel you'd go to if you wanted Animal Crossing gossip. But have you guys seen the newly announced Animal Crossing merch that they're going to be releasing in Japan? Because some of that stuff's really good. This is Tank, by the way. I wouldn't say he's really good. He's alright. I definitely prefer other rhinos over Tank, but he's fine. But yeah, as far as the merch goes, there's a couple of almost, it looks like a tape deck, but it's a little radio alarm clock, I guess. But it's based around the Timmy and Tommy or Isabelle doing the morning stretches, which is kind of a cool little nod to the activity. There's also a apron based around the roost design, so it has a little Brewster logo on it. There's a couple of drawstring bags, I believe, that look like bell bags or pokey bags. And I believe there's some crockery and water bottles as well. I believe the crockery, the plates, would be made out of either wood or plastic, but yeah, no, I don't really know the collective word other than crockery. Anyway, this is Velma. I'm not really into Velma, mostly because she's got the beard. But what upsets me more is the fact that her catchphrase isn't Jinkies, because, you know, why would you make a character called Velma that you've given the glasses to make it almost look like Velma from Scooby-Doo, and you don't then just go the full way and actually, you know, try and incorporate the fact that she looks like her, or give her catchphrase. It's just weird. Back onto the merch though, after my little mini rant over Velma. If you have seen any of them, would there be any that you would particularly want to get hold of? Because I know they're Japan exclusive, so don't know if they're ever going to make it to Europe and the US. But you never know, they could release things in dribs and drabs or just at a later date. I'm pretty sure this is Kit. I've already seen Carrie, so that really helps. And like I said before, when we did see Carrie, I tend to get the two confused, so seeing both at a different time really does help, knowing that I've already seen Carrie, so it can't be that one. Moving on though. So who are we going to find this time? It's a little hamster, it's Apple. Let's go say hello. Hello, Apple. I always forget she's Peppy. I don't know why I forget that, but I always do. I think I've mentioned it a few times before, but I kind of struggle remembering that villagers are peppy. It's just something about that personality that I just kind of push out of my mind for no reason. On a random note that's nothing to do with Animal Crossing, for some reason they're doing a little bit of construction literally just opposite my house, so if you happen to hear some random banging and clattering around in the background noise, that'd be that. This is Louie. I don't mind Louie, much like Shari, he was my first ever starter on Animal Crossing New Horizons. And much like Shari, he kind of grew on me because of that. I would definitely say he's my favourite gorilla for that reason. But I would still, just in overall scheme of villagers, probably put him as like average. He's alright. Certainly not the worst, but not the best either. I feel like every time I'm on a new island, there's just a butterfly in the background fluttering around, and you kind of see that little bit of movement, and so you have to just double check to see if it is the villager or not, which, you know, it's such a small thing, but yeah, I do it almost every time. This is Vic, by the way. It would be almost impossible to miss him. He's a big lad. I couldn't imagine ever really taking Vic, but you never know. Maybe a species roulette or something in the future might then force my hand and I'll have to take him. And who are we going to find this time? Someone good, someone good. It's Rex again. Is that like the third time I've seen him? I don't know, I definitely feel like I've seen him a couple of times. Hopefully we can find someone new and not a dupe. Off to the left hand side, Money Rock Island. Who are we going to find? I'm pretty sure I just saw Alice in the background, just double check. It is indeed Alice. Cute koala girl. I like Alice. She's pretty. Okay, bust out our ladder. Who do we think we're going to find up in the waterfall? 3, 2, 1. Big reveal. It's Alfonso. I don't mind Alfonso. He's a cool looking alligator. I like the fact that he's in the anime movie and then gets absolutely destroyed when he tries to catch the boy character when he falls off a cliff. And Rosie runs off and was meant to be helping him, but then just lets him get absolutely destroyed. Okay, I'm going to do a quick fire 10, just so that we have the very last 10 tickets, just to build that suspense. But you'll see the villager, I'll probably say their name, maybe a little bit about them, and yeah, we'll then move on. So we have Snooty, first of all, and here we have Puck, the ice hockey penguin. Whoa, that butterfly just morphed through his face. And on Anticipation Mountain we will find Renee. She's a cute villager. I do like Renee. We have Azalea, the very pretty rhino, just over the river there. And Sister Fruit Island bears Dizzy. He's a cute boy. I do like him. Very simple design, but very lovely nonetheless. And we have Sally, the squirrel. I always have to double check her name because I know she went through a name change at some point early on in the series. Also, she's floating. She has mystical powers. And we have Admiral now, just wandering out on the beach with his funky eyebrow. And we have Blanche hiding behind the bamboo. Very fitting with her Japanese theme. We have Kit yet again. And lastly, for our second run of the quickfire rounds, we have Cherry, the adorable bear cub. Okay, so we're into our final 10 tickets. So if Rudy is going to show up, he's going to make it all dramatic. Let's see who we have. But first, real talk. If you're still watching at this point, or you've been watching my internal struggles for Rudy, I love you guys.
You're breathtaking.
Just thank you so much, and I know with your positivity, I will find him eventually. Not necessarily on this hunt, but I will find him. It's inevitable. This is Frigga. She's quite a nice looking penguin. Very simple design, but yeah, she's quite pretty. And she clearly is a snooty girl, so yeah, that puts her valuation a little bit higher, in my opinion. We are potentially into super settle territory as well, being the last 10 tickets, or 9 tickets now. So if I find any of the ones I previously mentioned, Rod, Pappy, Opal, or Whitney, I might end up taking them. Just, you know, it wouldn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because I do want to delete the island to give me a chance to get girls like this, honestly, for an all-sheep island. Hello, Barbara. But yeah, if I did end up settling with one of those characters, it would at least give me a chance to kind of interact with them and just hang out a little bit while I get the Tanglewood prepared and pass over any useful bits of furniture or materials over to my other, like Jailtown. Yeah, and just in preparation for then the big delete, I guess. I haven't really seen many cats in this hunt, have I? I know I've definitely seen Anka. I think that could be it. I don't remember seeing another one. This is Coach. Neither a cat nor Rudy. I'm not into Coach, but he definitely gives, like, daddy vibes. And who will we find this time? Oh, it's Axel. I love this boy. I love his catchphrase. My wife Mumsy had him as a starter on her Pastel Island. And that's the reason I love the catchphrase. Wonk. I doubt you guys can pick this up on the background noise, but I mentioned the construction that's going on. It feels like the second there's any kind of sunshine in the UK, everyone's out and about doing things. Like, I can hear a ride-on lawnmower in the background. Like I said, you probably can't hear it, so I sound crazy, but there you go. This is Octavian, the Grump Octopus. Never had any of the octopi, I'm pretty sure I mention it every time, but yeah, maybe I should change that in the future. But not right now. Obviously, we've got the slim hope that Rudy will still show up. So I believe we're into our final 5 tickets. What do we think, guys? Do we think I'm gonna get one of those characters that I would settle for? Do we think we'll find Rudy? Ah, just found Frita though. Another adorable sheep girl that I would love to have on my next island. Hopefully I can get you as one of my starters. That'd be cool. And who will we find this time? It's... what is his name? Is it Hudson? Or Doc? I don't know. Hello. It is Doc. Okay. Where did I come up with the name Hudson? Is that even a villager? I don't know. My brain's starting to frazzle. So if I've been counting correctly, we are now into triple digits. We're on ticket 100. Should mean we've only got 2 tickets left. And we do. And I've just seen Vladimir. Everybody's favourite, kinda ugly, vibrant bear cub. I'm sure he's somebody's favourite, so I shouldn't bash him. But yeah, he's not for me. So we will run away and hope that we can find Rudy or one of our settles in the last 2 tickets. We really are going down to the wire, huh? 101 we have Ali, the sassy looking alligator. I would like her for Jailtown, the Crime Core Island. Like I said, she just looks sassy. She looks a little bit like a Karen. I can imagine her hassling some punks on that island, demanding to see their manager. Or saying something like she's married to the mayor so that she'll get them sorted out. Something like that. But we've got one more ticket. Do you feel lucky? 'Cause I know I don't. Okay, final ticket. Will we get a somewhat happy ending, or will the eternal struggle continue? Slow motion. Let's see who we can find. I haven't seen them yet. Are they on the beach? It's Eloise! I don't mind Eloise. I had her on New Leaf. She's a cool character. Well, I guess that concludes the villager hunt, guys. Not quite the settles that I was after, but I'm going to be taking Eloise home. I don't want to autofill because I just feel like I'm going to see someone I've already had before on Jailtown or one of my wife's characters that she's let go. But this will be someone new for Tanglewood, and like I said, it is just in preparation for me then getting ready for the big delete and starting a new island. So let's invite her. And then next time you see me, I'll be in her home, welcoming her, and we'll say our good goodbyes. And here we are with our newly invited character, the cute Eloise. It would be nice to have a elephant for a little bit more time on this island, but that's just how things go, unfortunately. Toot. So guys, I guess that wraps up the saga of Tanglewood, my jungle island. Eloise, do you mind? I'm trying to do the outro here, thank you. But thank you very much for watching. She's determined to get in my way. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. If you would like to see Tanglewood, the entirety, for yourself, the dream address will be in the description below. And hopefully I'll see you next time. I've got a villager hunt scheduled on Crime Core Island of Jailtown. And in the future, the near future as well, we'll be starting a brand new island. So hopefully you'll join me for that. But again, thank you very much, guys. See you next time, and hope you have a good one. See you laters.